The game that everybody has been asking for. I mean, ever since 2013, when the last rendition of the college football game came out, people was clamoring for another college football video game. So it's been over a decade. And now, ladies and gentlemen, EA Sports college football is set to make a comeback. Simply due to the legal battle between paying the players being finally settled with the incorporation of name, image, and likeness, NIL to be, to abbreviate and stuff for that. But anyways, this game is expected to release July 12th, 2024. But EA Sports came out and said that it has not solidified a specific date and stated that the game is coming out in the summer. I ain't gonna lie, that's the worst way to dispel a rumor. Say, oh yeah, it's not coming out that day, but it's coming out around that day. Like, okay, like, all right, we believe you, wink, wink. Like, that's funny. But anyways, so of course, the game is so big as far as a fan base due to the popularity of college football. I mean, if y'all knew the amount of revenue a university made from just football, I think those players would boycott. I kid you not. Like, if you was the actual star player of a football team, if you knew how much a university made off of a college football season, I think they would boycott. I mean, it's just, there's no other sport that comes close. Like, maybe if you win the championship every year in basketball or tennis it's really no tennis. I don't even know why I brought that up. Maybe basketball. That's the only sport I could see that maybe could come close to what football brings in. But college football is really nothing like it. And honestly, if you really want to get into it, it's really nothing like it. Even when you compare it to NFL, like college football still is just, the passion is way more apparent in college football than it is in the NFL. So with my sports take to the side, because it's not the Stephen A. Smith route, I want to get into the game. And basically, the lawsuit that EA had to deal with. Because if you don't know, a lot of players was mad, irate, upset that the game was making a lot of money off of their likeness, right? So EA Sports had to settle for $40 million. And that is why they didn't resume the game, due to the NCAA restrictions on player compensation. So that's why the game stopped in 2013, for y'all who don't know. So since it's been gone since 2013, the previous versions, like the 2014 game, is sold at higher prices. It's still sold at a premium price, and you could charge people for a premium price. Because guess what? Who gonna turn down? Because if you don't know, in video game industry, preservation is a hard thing to come by, especially when a lot of these retro consoles are getting just demolished and just don't work. So when you find an actual retro console that does work, then you have to pay premium price for it. So to correlate that with this, if you find NCAA 2014 game that does work, then you will pay premium price to have it, just to say you have it, because not a lot of people probably still have that version of the game, and which is why it's sold at a high price. So with that being set to the side, let's get into the current status, right? So July is the rumored release date for this game, but EA has said, wink wink, that it's not going to come out that specific date, but acknowledged a summer launch. Now, why in the summer? I think it's also kind of weird, but hey, it's the way they do things. So I do expect for such an immersive experience that college football, by far and away, should be the new Madden. Like when we talk about a football game, no longer should Madden be the upsetting, mediocre child that exists in the gaming industry. We should now have the new standard of football games with NCAA 14. Football, of course. So I would project that this game would probably be one of the more successful video games of all time. When NCAA 23 or 20, it'll be 24, right? Yeah. When NCAA 24 comes out, will it be 24 or 25? Now I can't count. I think it'll be 25 because technically 2024 is already done as far as the championship, and the championship date wouldn't be till next year. So yeah, so NCAA 2025 or 25. Yeah, I get what I'm saying. The game, right, will be the most successful game, one of the most successful games of all time, putting it up there with the likes of Fortnite, the likes of Call of Duty. I think it has a chance to just and captivate the gaming space simply due to the fact that the multiplayer one, that's going to be insane. Like the playing against people online, but also just in general, sports games tend to sell well because of its gameplay loop, if that makes sense. So with that being said, obviously I may expect for game modes like Road to Glory, other highly anticipated game modes to come back, just being revamped, quality wise, being upgraded, improved, and just expect anticipation to be through the roof, because this type of game is and will always be coveted by its fan base, and deservedly so, because it is one of the better games that's defined my childhood, I would say. So anyways, with that being said, I want to say, was there anything else I wanted to get into? That was basically it. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, if you don't know, that it was basically discontinued because of the lawsuit to EA, and because of that, they had to stop in 2013, but now they are back, rumored date to be July 12th, 2024. So with that being said, click my link tree in my bio. Let me know on one of my social medias. What do you think about NCAA 25 coming back? And also, as far as the game modes, what are you looking forward to playing the most?